track is in great condition, extremely challenging. And for Ricky Carmichael, that seems to bode well for him because as soon as it gets very challenging, he is on fire. Here it is, moto number 1 from Millville. Great start from Chad Reed, goes right to the front of the pack, and as we told Robbie Floyd earlier, he has made the switch over the 4-stroke, and so far so good. Oh, rider down hard. And it looks like it's John Dowd that goes down. Number 16 on the KTM. He is lucky to be walking, David, because he went down in a very precarious situation. A lot of riders behind him did a great job to avoid it. Meanwhile, out in front, Ricky Carmichael has slotted himself into 3rd. Larry Ward sits in 4th. But your leader, number 22, Chad Reed.
That's how those whoops really should look. That's how they should have looked all this time. Here comes Carmichael.
Carmichael making a pass, it looks like on number 12, David Villeman on the inside. So it will be Reed and Carmichael out in front. Villeman now tucked into 3rd place, and this is a great battle, reminiscent of the Supercross here. And Chad Reed gets a little swirly, pulls a crazy Ivan or something, goes right off the side of the track, which brings number 4, Ricky Carmichael, even closer.
What a recovery. Carmichael flying through those whoops to put a pass on Villeman, who in Supercross, he's as good or better than Ricky through the whoops. That should be a good section for him. Reed getting out of shape, going off the track, so Ricky's like, hey, next lap when we get to the whoop section, if I haven't passed him already, it should get the job done. There he was making contact. John Dowd going down. Luckily, that's every rider's fear, is going down when the pack's all together like that. Look at Carmichael flying through there, and Reed up ahead of him. Nice recovery to hang on to the lead. Good thing no one was standing right there. That's why they don't let people out in the infield a lot of times. You never know when something like that can happen, even to the best.
The battle for first, it's Carmichael just on the inside of Chad Reed. Reed feeling the heat now. Chad on the new 4-stroke vehicle, David. Is this a case where he's just not comfortable with the bike yet?
No, he's comfortable. He wasn't comfortable on his 250. I don't see the difference right now. Carmichael was just a little bit faster. And in Supercross, Reed was really starting to figure out the whoop section, and that's what seemed to be Carmichael's problem, losing some confidence. And here we are in whoop, and Carmichael has made up the difference. He's irritated, Todd, with having lost 4 motos in a row. He's probably glad to see that there's no Kevin Windham anywhere near him, and I know that he came into this race very motivated. Those 3 weeks off, he trained so hard to come back here and reestablish himself as the best, and he's done that so far.
Well, talk about feeling uncomfortable. The rest of the field has got to feel uncomfortable right now because this is the Ricky Carmichael they have grown to love and fear at the same time. He is absolutely dominating on the track. So when he gets any kind of a lead, which he has got right now, he is absolutely stretching this thing out. Carmichael, number 4, on board the Honda, is your leader. Chad Reed, number 22 on the Yamaha. The 4-stroke sits in 2nd place right now, and we have got a great race underway. Ricky Carmichael is getting, and welcome back to Phoenix Spring Creek Motocross Park in Millville, Minnesota. This is round number 9 of Scott USA National. A fantastic day today, and David, one of the most scenic tracks we visit all year long.
Yeah, I love this place.
4 for the Hondas, having a great run today, going 1, 3, and 4. Ricky Carmichael, look at that. Windham goes for it, and this time he comes up short. He's going to lose 3 or 4 positions.
Well, he jumped so high through there, trying to triple up that hill, it looked like. The cameraman didn't even have him in the shot. Look at this. Just a sky shot up over Fonseca, trying to make the pass. Windham completely up out of our picture. Tries to come down right here, gets a little bit sideways, clips the back of Fonseca.
So Fonseca, meanwhile, Ricky Carmichael continues to lead. Number 4 out of Florida, the Honda rider looking very good. And Carmichael, as you pointed out, he is on a 4-moto loss streak, and that is something that Ricky Carmichael is not used to. Carmichael today, though, looking absolutely fantastic. The Carmichael of old, and David, is it a case that he's back, or is it a case that this track really suits his riding style?
The track suits his riding style first and foremost, but I believe he's gone back to some of the 24-0 settings on the motorcycle as feel as possible and push it down and try to keep it from rebounding and getting any more air than they need, and was able to stay a little lower to the ground and put that pass on Fonseca. And look at Carmichael, just listen. Nice timing on the gas, and we just saw that shot of Villeman coming through there, and I can tell David's facing himself.
And welcome back to Millville, Minnesota for Scott USA National. Scott Harris along with David Bailey and Robbie Floyd. It's the white flag lap. And for Ricky Carmichael, he has opened up a whole can of something here in Millville, David. He has looked fantastic.
Pretty much still looking like he's going just as fast as he's been going the entire moto. I think he's just on a roll, having a good time. There's no reason with a near 50-second lead that he enjoys right now, that he needs to ride as aggressive as he is, but you know, why not? This is the scene moments ago with Kevin Windham, who pulled over to the side of the whoop section, and I'm not sure if that was water or breakfast. Either way, it's not good, and he stopped, and you know, you can speculate there on whether that's right or not. It's not in the mechanics area. Here's Ricky Carmichael, the beginning of his slaughtering, passing the early leader Chad Reed, and Chad didn't even get a chance to hook on. It was like last year's 125 second moto where Stewart just completely checked out from Chad, who had won the first moto. I figured Chad on the new bike being excited a little bit, and I think Carmichael clearing that triple that Windham was going for, no problem, one-handed. I thought Chad would do well here. You know, it's a good track for him. He's had a few weeks off to decide, you know what, I'm not happy with the results I've been getting. Let's go to a new bike. But it's not working, and Carmichael high-fives his way to the finish line and reestablishes himself as the fastest rider on the circuit.
Well, Chad Reed needs to go out and get the whole shot on that new four-stroke ride of his. See some time before he gets that thing figured out completely, but he looks good today, currently sitting in second place with the man who's absolutely dominated, as David pointed out, number 4 out of Florida, Honda's Ricky Carmichael. You know, we've said that before, but with Kevin Windham winning the last 4 motos, Ricky makes a point that he is back here in Millville on one of the toughest tracks you'll see all year. Ricky Carmichael comes out and absolutely puts on a show. 5 career wins at Millville, 3 in the 250 class, 2 in the 125 class, so he is no stranger. And I think coming off the loss in Washougal, he knew as he got ready for Millville that this would be where he would turn it around.
Chad Reed, the very next lap of the whoop section, so he talks things over here with Johnny O'Mara, who also rode very fast here, wrapped up a 125 title back in 1983. He loves it.
The board is up, and we are almost set to go racing. Remember, this is moto number 2. Carmichael won moto 1. Chad Reed was in second. Reed did get the whole shot, but it's going to be a different story here. Ricky Carmichael in the front of the pack, and Ricky Carmichael gets the whole shot. Thank you for playing, everyone. Have a nice day. Ricky Carmichael absolutely loves Millville like a fat kid loves cake.
You said it, not me. And I'll tell you what, it's amazing to think that this is how focused he is after loss. This guy you don't want to make mad. You know, there's certain riders over the years that if you get them mad, forget about it. Good night, everybody. It's over with. That was Hannah, Rick Johnson, just to name a couple.
David Bailey.
The difference is, I don't know if I was that fast when I was mad. I was just always known for being smooth. I never rode with the kind of intensity that we see from Ricky Carmichael, or Hannah or Johnson for that matter. That's how those guys were able to beat me when they did. And the difference this time is he's got Kevin Windham right back there. Kevin prepared for this event knowing that Carmichael would be strong, and here he has his opportunity to prove if that preparation during the time off was any good.
Well, Ricky Carmichael looking very cool right now. I'll tell you, the folks over at Fox, Pete Fox, the boys, keep him looking sharp. And Carmichael, the heat does not seem to affect him at all. Meanwhile, Kevin Windham in his second place. We can tell you that earlier in moto number 1, when he took on board that water, he had a mouthful of roof, so he was just trying to rinse that out. It doesn't look like he was regurgitating. But Windham looking much better here in moto number 2, number 14, on board the Honda, sitting in second.
He's gotten the start that he's much more accustomed to. His starts this year have just been incredible. You got to look at percentages. I think he's winning in that category. But Carmichael still on that 250, able to beat him off the line. I think that's pure focus, desire, and demanding that whole shot, and also the fact that he's pretty light. He's able to light it up out of that gate, and you know, if he was about 20 or 30 pounds heavier, like somebody like LaRocco, it's...
All in races. Remember, he got a second in moto 1. He sits in third right now in moto number 2. Meanwhile, Ricky Carmichael, you listed all his attributes, David. Bottom line is Ricky Carmichael is extremely talented. There is your running order. Carmichael, Windham are looking at one of the most scenic tracks in the country. Spring Creek Motocross Park, Millville, Minnesota. This is round number 9, Scott USA National. Todd Harris along with David Bailey and Robbie Floyd filling in for Cameron Steelers at the X Games. Our leader in moto number 2 is Ricky Carmichael. And there you see the size of lead. Here comes the next 2 pursuers. That's Kevin Windham, number 14, and number 22, the Thunder from down under, Chad Reed, who just picked off Windham there and moves into second.
Beautiful plan right there. He saw that Windham would come out of the corner at the bottom, was forced. He didn't really make much contact there. That was a good move. I think Kevin would have to respect that. And Carmichael, once again, gone. I mean, this kid is, geez, you know, this is the track that he knew he could win on. And you know, it was really important, as we take a look a little further back, it's very important for Kevin Windham to win the last 4 motos. Those were tracks that did lend themselves a little bit. He's in good hands.
Steve Johnson up and walking. Meanwhile, Ricky Carmichael walking away from the rest of everyone. We talk about the heat being a factor. Ricky is from Florida. He's used to it. Kevin Wyndham's from Mississippi, and you made a good point. That place is not known in the summertime for being cool.
Stood up and seen stars here and wondered how in the heck am I going to get through another 30.
Welcome back to Millville, Minnesota. Scott USA National AMA Chevy Trucks U.S. Motocross Championship from Spring Creek Motocross Park.
Trouble out there now. It's Villeman.
Well, David Villeman's down on the ground, and he's got water all around him. I've got to think it's a dehydration thing or a heat thing, but that's only speculation from our point of view. Let's send it down to Robbie Floyd.
Well, guys, you see David Villeman's in bad shape right now. He came off, had to lay down. They got some water in him, cut off his jersey. They're packing him with ice, trying to do everything they can to get his body temperature down. It's hot, it's muggy out here, and as we saw with Kevin Wyndham, it's getting very dry out there. They can't swallow, and it's taking its toll on David Villeman.
You know, I know he didn't really want to be here this particular week. They've got a brand new baby. It's only just a few days old, and I can guarantee you that Erica, his wife, is listening to this on the internet, and if anything's being said about what's going on or the fact that he dropped out, I guarantee you his concern is the bike comfort with the whoop section where he's from down in Florida, and a better technique to get through there and stay on the top, a little more desire going, man, the first moto didn't go quite as sweet for him as it did for Chad, and he's much more motivated, probably. Carmichael, he doesn't need any motivation. He just likes to win. You know, the thing about him, it's not so much he likes to win as it is he hates to lose.
Exactly.
I've talked to him before, and Stewart is the same way. These guys, their expectations are such that if they lose, it's absolute disaster and failure, and they cannot live with that, so they do whatever it takes in the moment. And that's a big difference between doing what it takes in the moment and wanting to win all week long. You know, there's a lot of riders, and I've been through that too, where I really wanted to win on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Then on Sunday, I just didn't feel like it, you know? And these guys, it doesn't matter how they feel, they always pull it out when it counts.
Plus, Ricky Carmichael and James Stewart have put the time in, so it's not like they come out here unprepared. They have done everything possible on their end to get ready. Their sponsors get them ready, they get ready. As Ricky comes through there, the pit boards would go up, what do you hold up? Nice job, you're only ahead by 20 seconds. He really dominated.
Yeah, there's not much to say. Just put a little happy face on there. Good job. Keep doing it, you know. And you know that.
And he's still on the gas.
You're right. You know that these guys do work hard, but I know that Kevin works hard. I'm sure that Morocco works hard, and guys like Mike Brown, all those. You can look at their bodies and see the work that they put in. But you know, the difference is really that Ricky and James Stewart in the 125 class, they really want it when it matters. You know, that slips away from a lot of people, and I know how that feels. I've wanted to win really bad, and you get up to the weekend, and it's not coming together, and it's easy to just, man, you know, I just couldn't get it together. Carmichael having a blast out here. Winning is fun. You know, the riders talk about, it's hard to train, and it's hot, and it's this, and it's that, and the track is fried, and
here's the payoff.
They don't care. That, you know what? Maybe it's not fun to prepare, but it sure is fun when you win, and it erases all that hard work that you might not have wanted to do, and some of the sacrifices you have to make to have this kind of experience. You know, Ricky's whipping the back end around, trying to roost some of the Honda guys, having fun with this, and I guarantee you when he gets to the podium, he's not even going to be tired. These guys that are finishing 4th, 5th, 6th, they're going to be exhausted and looking to jump in that river when this is over.
So what you're saying, David, is Ricky Carmichael's pretty good.
He's awesome. His record shows that.
Ricky Carmichael, your winner of Moto number 2 by virtue of that win and the win in Moto number 1. He is your overall leader. A great day for Ricky Carmichael and all of